Yep, that's right. Y'all know what it is, man. Eagles wear boxing. What can we say about it? Listen to the Eagles. Yeah, this thing, the I don't know what it is with this computer. I don't know, man. Are you supposed to get? I don't know. Maybe I'm behind. Are you supposed to get this whole Windows 11 for free or something like that? Because this thing it keeps trying to force me to update to Windows 11. I'm like, why? Is it free? Or do I pay $200 or $300 or whatever it is? Am I paying for it? I'm not updating nothing. If I got to pay for it, forget it. I'm not updating. If I don't have to pay, then cool. But if I got to pay, man, I'm good, son. I'm good. Right? So it looked like one fight that I found tomorrow, Smith Jr. and I don't know. I usually don't like Smiths, but that's our choice though. But I think I'm gonna go with Nova though for sure. When that Nova got that the body punch knockout, y'all let me know. I think it was Nova that got that body punch knockout. Let me see. Ah, man, I'm not having a good day. Not starting off with a good day. Yeah, let me see. Encarnacion, huh? Encarnacion. Is that a good name? Encarnacion. Encarnacion. Okay, Encarnacion. Encarnacion, put those hands out there and get it done. Same kind of knockout ratios. We're gonna see. There's a big reach discrepancy. I know it's wrong though. Cause there ain't no way this guy got no 18-inch, no 86-inch reach. Maybe shit. What? Neither one of them. 72 and 86 now. They don't have reaches like that. That's why you can't trust all these stats. When they put stats up, you can't trust the stats. Yeah. Oh, look at L5 player. He said the day ain't over. No, the day ain't over, brother. Salute. Yeah, I'm a little bit late though. Oh, we got a ghost up in here. Talking about is anybody here? So if Ray come in here talking about if is anybody here, then something's wrong with him, right? Put L5 player up in here. Yeah. What's the story, man? What story you got? Do they have any stories out there that you believe in? L5 player? Any stories you believing in right now? Everything's canceled, right? Every second there's another fight canceled or something, a rumor of another fight. Man, this is the year already. Starting off the year of rumors. The end of the year of rumors of boxing and all that. It's like, man, get out of here. I'm tired of all the rumors. If you're gonna get out there and fight, get your ass out there and fight. That's it. Get out there and fight. Stop threatening us. That's what it is. It's a threat. They threatening us with boxing. Threats, not promises. Because Anybody can turn down the fight quick. Like, oh no, I was gonna fight him or whatever. Canelo, I don't know. Canelo, why is Canelo coming back? How come he ain't saying? I mean, instead of saying he gonna fight Charlo, instead of dispelling the rumors. Oh, it's just a rumor. Uh, yeah, you can say that, but if you're gonna say it's a rumor, then come right back and say, well, it's a rumor. But I don't mind. We can get that action on if he thinks that we can fight. If we're supposed to be fighting, yeah, we can get that on. Yeah, but we got Keith coming up too, though. That's enough next month, on the 5th. Yeah, Keithy boy wanting to fight Russell. Maxaya, huh? Maxaya is gonna fight Russell, and we're gonna see how that work out. But Gary Russell, I think, is supposed to be fighting Tank also. Like, I guess his next fight. But is that rumors or what is it? What are we going with? I'm not going with nothing. I'm only going, once I see it. You starting to get your ass in the ring, then I'm going to believe that you fighting. If I don't see you getting in the ring, it's just a rumor. It's just talk about boxing. Somebody scared of this and that. Look at Lindy talking about, Wendy Weaver talking about Ola. What you in here for talking about Ola? I thought you was supposed to, you missing out on something, right? Wasn't I supposed to talk to you earlier, girl? What's happened to you? Huh? He said, there we go. I couldn't hear you at first. You heard what I said, Ray. Stop playing. Yeah. LFL player said, believe in nothing is my perspective. But shout out and salute to the Queen. Queen Lindy's in the house. She said, hola. She's speaking Spanish now. What she speak? You speak Spanish now? You speak Spanish. All right. Yeah. ¿Qué anda? ¿Qué anda, Linda? Lindy, ¿qué anda? Yeah. Look at Bruce goes. Look, Bruce goes. Look, Bruce goes. He out of green, y'all. Hey, Bruce goes is out of green, y'all. The Bruce goes. He says salute. He says salute, my brother at Eagles Web boxing. That's right. He's out of the. I had to train today, man. Everything went haywire, man. I got 5 pairs of gloves, and I don't know what the hell happened. I must have been in one of my rages or something like that, and I threw my gloves out. So I went to go train, didn't have no gloves. But we worked on something else though, and so that's really what I want to talk about is I don't want to be specific and talk about a certain form, but Bruce Goes know what I'm talking about, because Bruce Goes, he goes back, and anytime they had a tape or they had a video, whatever you want to call it, any kind of media that showed a film or something like film study or something like that, old media, certain outlets, CBS and the big stations and stuff like that, would put out the documentary or whatever it is. They would put the information out. But now you have this new media, and I'm not mentioning which ones. Now you got this new media where they're putting out all these instructions. Now, as I'm training today, I'm training somebody today, right? And so while we're training, I'm actually, before we even get into training, I showed them some clips. So I showed them the Ann Wolf clip where she knocked out the Giant. I'm like, what went wrong? Why did that happen? I showed some other, like, just boxing clips to show where the mistake was made, where the lapse of, the mental lapse was to where the person got to him and knocked him out. So where the mental lapse was. That's not my beef though. And yeah, I'm gonna cook it because I do got a little bit of beef. So what they're doing, they're putting out all these different clips. And they're giving instructions on how to throw punches, how to do that. Oh, I got to get blue. Well, I got blue hearts, huh? How come I can't get the red lovely hearts or the pink Lindy Wheat Fit? Somebody time her out for a minute. Oh, y'all can't see blue. No, I was just, I was just kidding. But so they're putting out these videos and they're showing like, even on the bag, they're showing hooks like this, like robotic type hooks. I'm like, it's fast a lot of times, but I'm like, why are they putting out this information? Question to you: is this health? Is this going to be healthy? Or a lot of this information, all this boxing, everybody wants to box. Everybody, Street Fighter versus, you see what I mean? A Street Fighter versus a real boxer, or just people just putting on gloves and boxing. Is that going to be helpful to boxing, or is that going to get a lot more people in boxing, a lot more people hurt, a lot of more CTE? What is that going to do? I can see a lot of problems with it. And like I said, I'm not going to mention the media that I see all this stuff on, but I'll put it to you. I'll give it to you like this. You can see it on your phone. Wendy was one of the persons, I guess. It was a Wendy or something. I don't know. But you got girls training. You got guys training. And y'all hit my thumbs up. If you physically came in this room, Bruce goes in Lindy Wheat Fit. You see, before you come in, go back out. And then you hit live. Don't hit top. Hit live. You hit live chat. When you come back in, hit live chat. But you go out and you get my thumbs up. Because Derek gonna come in here. Derek gonna tell the truth. He gonna say, no, we don't have all the thumbs up we supposed to have for at least the people that's in here. I'm not talking about the people just flying by that you can see go over your head. I'm not talking about them, because you can see all these people flying overhead. Like they'll come in and they're out. They'll come in and then they're out. Yeah, I'm talking about the good people. I'm talking about the ones that's in here. But let me go through all this. I don't even know. I don't even want to read Ray. He'll come, hello, anyone there? And then L5 player, it ain't over. That's right. The day ain't over, brother. That's right. But he said, believe in nothing is my perspective. Laughing out loud. Ray Robinson. There we go. I couldn't hear you at first. No, I had the prayer music going. Stop it. Then Lindy, with her Spanish speaking, she's talking about hola. And then somebody said hola to her. She didn't speak back. No more Spanish from her. That was it for her. And then Bruce goes with the salute. Como está, hermosa? Uh-oh. Hermosa. Now she quiet. All she put up is hearts. She don't want to... Hermosa, you know what he's saying? He's saying, hello, pretty girl. No response. You said we should box. I box anybody. I don't care nothing about that. Bruce goes boxing and jazz and more. He have smoking some nice Pineapple Express. Okay. Look, he got the fire up. Yeah, I bet you got the fire up with the 100 too. You got the fire up with the 100. Yeah. Ray Robert said, Crips, son. Okay, Bruce goes. First thing I do, my brother. Yeah. He said first thing to do is he had to load that up. He got to load up whatever device he got to load up. Pack it in there. I don't know that. I don't know. How you roll it? I don't know. How they do? Some people do that. Some people know how to do their hand and do that. I don't know how they do that. They know how to just do it. They put, like that and do their hand, and that's a professional, man. Are you a professional like that, Bruce? Some people are just professional. Perfect roll. 360. Look like it came out of a machine. They just good. Like, you got to have that's a special person that can do that. Like, there it is. Tight. They tell you, man, you don't nobody roll like that, son. They can't get that roll over there like that, son. Bruce go. Look at Bruce. Bruce said he said I shared it on Twitter too. Oh, Ray Robinson said I accidentally hit a thumbs down. No, that's hitting a thumbs down. There's no accident in that. Somebody put up a 1 if you think you can. That if you come in here, that you can accidentally put a thumbs down. That's Ray. Ray on some straight up, you know what? Y'all can tell me what he's on or whatever. I can say it. Whatever. Anyway, this is Friday Rap, man. So we know what it is rap. We're going to rap about it. We're going to talk about it. I kind of went straight into boxing. I got in late, technical difficulties. Streamlabs had to do special things. I got my old school cowboy stuff on today. I don't know how they gonna do, but I was wearing this when I was training. I just left it on. So, and you know who number 8 was. That's one of the legends. Though that was so that's besides Ray. Ray can't put up a 1. You can't put up a 1. L5 player, you can come in and put up a. Oh, okay. It happens. Okay. I agree with you then. I ain't going to agree with Ray, though, that you can accidentally just come in. Not in this stream. I'm not saying no other stream, nothing like that. In this stream, you ain't going to come in here and accidentally, I hit the thumbs down. I'm hating. So that shows that you're a hater in the first place. I'm hating before I even get in there. I'm a hater before I get there. I'm already hating. Oh, man, my bad. I had to hate on. You was thinking about another stream, or you was thinking about what some girl did to you or something, and you came in here with the hate. You already had the hate face on. Yeah, that's another thing, man. You guys be careful with these apps and stuff like that, especially around the opposites. Anybody. I don't care. It is not an age bracket or nothing like that. It's just around the opposite. Just be careful. You better know your partner real good when you use some of these apps, man. They got this app that I was looking at, or this little thing where it rings your phone and then it picks up your phone too. But you're on speaker and you're a guy and your girlfriend is like right next to you, and the girl comes on talking about, hey baby, or something like that. Or did you mean to call me? I thought you was with your girl or whatever. That's very dangerous, man. You young, whoever's doing that, y'all stop that, because you're not showing the whole clip of the reaction. You're not showing the whole clip. Because I know a couple of you got black eyes, or maybe got worse damage done to you than that. You can't play with females like that, man. Females, there's something else. If there's another girl involved, they're not the same, man. They better be arranged from jump, because if it's not arranged from jump, you in trouble, man. Man, I've been around some girls that will kill you over something like that, man. It's like real click. Real, she clicked real fast. Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, baby, I've been missing you. Is your girl right there with you? Huh? Are you? Huh? Man, that is. Oh, no, they must, the ones that videotape it and actually put it on a stream or something like that, those are the ones that did not get hurt as bad, I guess. The ones that get hurt probably never post it, because all of them got black eyes and stuff. Yeah. I missed that. What I missed? No, the thumbs up. And I use a token. He said I use a token too. He said, Google that one. Yep. Yeah. Bruce said he ain't having accidents like that. Yeah. Bruce with all nothing. Bruce is nothing. Bruce is cool. He with all the shares and everything. But Ray and L-File player, it happens sometime. You hit it again, and it goes away, and then you can hit the thumbs up at Ray Robinson. There you go. Okay, see Ray Robinson going way too far now. Now, L-File player, stick with him on this one. He said that he accidentally left a bad comment. Okay, now, you tell me. Now, put up a 1 this time, L-File player, or anybody, if you can accidentally leave a bad comment on this stream. Especially if you're wearing blue. If you coming in here with a blue uniform on, and you talking about you left a comment, you just a bad person. You a hater. You on that hate stuff. You can't leave a bad comment. See, Ray always overdoing it when he come in here. Always doing an excessive amount. Yeah, he does an excessive amount. That's what he ends up doing. Yep. I don't even want to see your ones no more, Ray. Yeah. So we know Canelo then came up with it. Canelo usually talks. He didn't say nothing about no money. Like, oh, you just want the money. You want the money. He didn't say nothing like that when it came to Charlo. I don't know. A lot of people think he'll beat Charlo. But you know me, I always go back and look. And he's so much taller now. Did you know that when I went back to look, I'm just saying I went back to look. So I go back to look at the Mayweather, right? So I go back to look at the Mayweather Canelo. Not necessarily that I'm watching the fight, but I go back and look at, the weigh in and all that type of stuff, right? And when they're standing right next to each other. I'm looking at Canelo, man. Canelo, even with Floyd's head shaved down, Canelo's shorter than Floyd Mayweather. So I don't know how tall Canelo is because Floyd is short. So I really don't know how tall Canelo is. Canelo has to be a midget. And if he grew after how old was he when he fought Floyd? Like in his 20s, like 26, 25, something like that. He was in his prime, right? If he grew after that, something really strange about something that he must have ingested or something. If he's getting height, if he's getting taller and all that, my thought on that type of stuff is when you do that type of stuff, I think it comes back and gets you. Like later on in life, I think it comes back and gets you. Because we can go way back. Bruce Goes knows about a guy probably named Lyle Alzado. I think he was one of the first ones in the NFL that was accused and did, in my estimation, he did, a lot of substance abuse with the steroids and all that. And back then, the steroids wasn't as good. People, even today, probably still will give you something, shortchange you, or give you something that's not meant for you. Maybe cattle hormones or something like that. And they end up messing you up. And he ended up dying. I don't know exactly what he died of, but I think he actually talked about the, doing stuff they weren't supposed to do. And remember, Pacquiao came in, he was young and didn't admit it that, oh yeah, now that you're retired, now you're going to tell the truth. We saw your head getting extra big and everything else, and you was getting big. We knew something was up. I don't know why people think they can fool everybody. You always got some defender. Oh, that's totally possible that you can do that. You always got somebody that's totally, you always got somebody where the whole thing, Bruce, is you got somebody that's always totally on somebody else's side. Like, oh, that was a possibility. Yeah, I can imagine somebody can grow like that. Somebody can get big. There's only a handful of people that type of stuff happens to. Magic Johnson, yes. I don't know what the hell he took or whatever. He was supposed to be getting sick and die. He ended up getting bigger. But he was supposed to get sick and die. I don't know. Now, don't ask me the whole thing behind that. Don't get me to try to tell you the story of why it happens. But you got some people that do this stuff when they're younger, and they're not going to end up like Magic Johnson. They're not going to end up all healthy and big and stuff like that. And whatever he took, he had to take because of his situation, supposedly. But you got these people take stuff younger in life. Guess what? Your body don't know what to do with all that shit. Your body start breaking down. Tell them what happens. Bruce Goes got the story. He said Lyle died of a brain tumor. He said never been proven to be steroids, though. But it was never proven. But it was kind of, if you look at him, you can kind of see that it kind of, something happened. Something happened. He just got big. Unusually big. Because back then the linemen looked a certain way back in the day. If you just wasn't a genetic freak, and they didn't really care about the weights as much as they do now, because it was more football. All the drills, there was a lot of drills and stuff. Football, you had to push the coaches around the field. That was your weightlifting. Now they get them in the weight room. Even they didn't have us doing much weights. We did some weight, but we didn't do a whole lot of weight. But now that the football players is weight training, I think, and weight training is a detriment a lot of times because weight training can slow you down. If it's not done properly, you just turn into a big old Hulk that's like boom boom. But Bruce Goes is right though. They said it's never conclusive. So when you don't have something that's conclusive. Now, it's good that I brought that up. So even today we have things that are not conclusive. Now you can conclude now because certain fighters and stuff, certain athletes are admitting that I was dirty. I'm a dirty bum. See, but then a lot of them aren't. They will not admit that they're dirty. And we still have some that we speculate that may be on a little bit of have a little bit of dirt in their system, but we won't know until the test results come in. I think Mayweather was a pioneer of, trying to get all this testing done, but now the testing is like a joke now. They need to do somebody. They need to start something else besides VADA or something. They need to have one where the people do it. We just go grab. We grab doctors, and don't let nobody have access to that doctor. That's the whole thing. Because Bruce, if I meet you in the corner, if I meet you in the back, Bruce, I'm picking on Bruce right now. I'm just talking to Bruce. But if I meet you in the back, you know what I mean? And I know that you're the influencer because you're the one that's gonna make all the decisions, right? You're the ones that's gonna test the blood and stuff like that, right? And so I got a whole, I got 3 ounces of Pineapple Express. I got 3 ounces back there. You know what I mean? That I just, I hug you and throw that in your trench coat or your coat. Like, yeah, man, go and hold on to this. Go. I know you love it. You know what I mean? That's a little treat for you. So, how are you gonna feel with that 3 ounces on you? You're gonna be nervous for one thing, right? Because like, oh shit, I can't carry, but so I'm only supposed to be carrying so much on me. But you got 3 ounces, 5 ounces, 6 ounces, whatever I gave you, a lot, or maybe not even that. I messed up. I said ounces, right? No, pounds. So now you got 3 pounds of that on you, but you're supposed to be testing my blood. I mean, you might not put your blood in there, but you might come up with, there might be a sample Z somewhere that you could throw up there for my sample A, B, and C, right? I'm not calling nobody out, and I'm not saying that this don't go on. But am I gonna fall on my face shocked like I can't believe it? Oh man, you believe that happened? Am I gonna be one of those type? Am I gonna be the type to pretend like this kind of stuff could never happen? No, I'm not gonna be that type. So we're talking about a few things, but the main thing, okay, is just I want people to be aware because this grown folks talk. I don't want a lot of people just in here this real extra slow. I want y'all to be. We're trying to sharpen this tool up right here, so I'm trying to get everybody sharp up in here. That's our whole point, is getting everybody sharp up in here. So once y'all sharp up in here, then we can go on. But if you're dull up in here, then everything that I'm saying is going over because you're like, right now you're probably all mad and fuming. Eagle don't know, he don't know shit about boxing. He don't know what be going on with, come on. There's even high school athletes today. It's in the culture, I'm telling you now. There's high school athletes today that do stuff. But they're probably not going to get tested. And they can go into college and maybe they can stop then, but they already got all their bulk on, all their muscles on and everything else from training. And they're still young, still growing. A man's going to grow this way, like until probably, it depends. If you're a bodybuilder for a long time, like in your 30s. But then after that, you kind of slow down. But in regular athletics, you're going to start growing like this until probably your late 20s. You're going to still be growing out, maybe 30 at the most. In regular athletics. Like football, basketball, stuff like that. I'm not saying you won't get stronger, but you probably ain't going to just keep, because you'll be a house if you just keep going like that. You're 40 years old and you still getting bigger. 40 years old, you got a 75-inch chest. That don't make sense. I mean, that's too much. I've never seen nobody with 75-inch chest, but they exist. That's huge. I went up to what? I forget, 60, something like that. That's pretty big. Like 60 something. 60 something is huge. But back then that was a lot more that was a lot more power. That was powerlifting and all that crap though. That was 2010 to 2000. I stopped at like 2013 on that. But I'm about to get back in it. A little bit. I'm not going to lift like extra heavy like that no more. Bruce goes again. The thing about steroids is that if you abuse them, you properly abuse other substances also. Yeah, he said probably, yeah. He probably, I mean probably, but he said properly. That's that Pineapple Express. No, just kidding. Which is probably true. And it's not just the steroids, because you can hear back, like if you go back and you listen, like some like like some comedians and actors and stuff, when they tell you about their abuse, they've done a lot. When they tell you about their abuse, it's like they did a whole lot of stuff, you know. And I know I'm not trying. We can have more than one topic. I'm trying to talk about other stuff, but these instructions, I'm just saying. I take it to you guys. I want you guys to look at like some app. I'm not gonna name any apps. Just look at some of these apps that you can look at on your phone, and I want you to look at the way they're teaching like boxing and stuff. Even the pivot move. I was watching this guy. He was doing a pivot move. He had a little circle, and the way he was doing it is so methodical and slow. It's like the way he was doing. I'm like, really? That you can't. If you're moving that slow, you're getting your ass knocked out with your hands wide open. You get knocked out. Because it's not to movement is not, it's not 3, 4, 5 steps for me to plant myself from this position from home to the side. It's only one. It's going up on my toes and turning. That's all it is. It's swinging one leg around a little bit. It's not even probably 45 degrees that I have to. It depends on how squared up I am on you. I can get to the side of you by just a quick movement. I don't need to step out and twist my ankle and all that, and that's how slow is that. This is quicker. Just move. Just slide out with your leg. It's like, dang. These people, man, they're gonna get somebody knocked out. Somebody's gonna watch all these videos and say, oh yeah, I got the technique. Now you're gonna get knocked out. Because what they didn't plant up here is they didn't tell you somebody's throwing punches back at you. How fast is that person? A lot of things you gotta think of. Okay, he's pretty quick. Okay, I almost got caught. You think about that. I almost got countered. Okay, so I got to, I got to get this hand up. I got to get this back up here, like a little bit faster because he's kind of quick. Okay, I got his timing, so he's gonna throw that hand. So I'm up here. Okay, I got it. Or knock it out the way. Knock it out the way. Slap it out or whatever. I'm good at it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna knock Ray's ass out. The Ray keep watch. Y'all gonna hear about it. I'm gonna knock Ray's ass out. Ray gonna keep messing with me. And when I do see him, I'm gonna knock his ass out. He underestimating. He gonna be like the clown, man. You clown. Yeah. Oh, there. Bruce Gold says a drug test only looks what they only finds what they're looking for. The designer steroids business is happening in sports. Yeah. Well, even if it's not, because what happens is they've always had ways, and it's too bad Derek ain't here because Derek would have told you too. They always had ways of, or somebody. There's always a chemist. There's always a chemist around you when you need one. When it comes to like if you want to do some kind of supplements or whatever, there's always a chemist. Matter of fact, you do have, the information's there. I'm gonna give it out anyway, but the information's already there. So you go to sometimes you can go into GNC, but I don't know, do they even still exist? Okay, so your health store, pharmacy, I don't care, because what's gonna happen is the pharmacist is gonna tell you. Now you might not be asking them about some kind of steroids, but you might take a supplement or something like that. And here's the way that you ask anyway. Like say for instance, a opiate. So you ask them, what kind of herbs are can I take to, or what can I? Is there a supplement I can take to clean opiates out of my system if I had a false positive? Because I'm just like really addicted to poppies, and so I ate like a terrible amount of like poppy seed muffins. Because did you know that you can get salute to Derek Bailey. They got out here, so you could take. So I'm glad Derek Bailey's here now. So he'll tell you guys. So you could take that poppy seeds. If you do too many poppy seeds, you can definitely get a positive on opiates. You can definitely get a positive on that. Gil Cole's out there. Salute to Gil Cole's. Back up in the house. El Presidente and Gil. My little brother Gil back in. Finally back up in here. Yeah. He gonna ask somebody if I'm talking about boxing. Yeah, we talking about boxing, but we talking about the poison of boxing right now. In athletics, a lot of times we talk about the how you can get away with stuff. And Bruce Goles brought up a good point because he said now they got the designer stuff that's designed. When he says designer, it don't mean that's a nice looking drug. No, design is designed to with the fooling, with fooling people. And I'm gonna tell you how they sell this to you. And Bruce Goles already tried. I haven't even read it yet, but I think he's beating me to the point. So how they're doing this is, and I had to read it because I think he's already beaten me to the point. Bruce Goles is all way ahead of what I'm doing. He said detox drinks were one of the biggest. So there you go. So now, and you got the internet, right? So what people can do, they can go to the internet and they can learn how to clean their system out. Or you can go to a pharmacist or something like that. You can go to a pharmacist. You can go, if you're in a health store, you can go to the people there. The people there, they know. They know. But back to what I was saying, that that poppy seeds can give you a false negative, a false positive reading for opiates. People don't know that. So if I told them, oh man, I think I might have had too many poppy seeds. Now I go talk to the right person. Now knowing I'm dirty, I'm on opiates, I'm really on the real ones. How can I get that out of my system? They're going to say, oh, well, you can use this detox, this with a little bit of boiling water and some vinegar and this and that and boom, 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 boom. And you can flush all that out just in 24 hours, 12 hours. I'm like, oh, really, can you? Now the one test you can't pass, in which they talk about blood testing, but guess what? Hair follicle test for long term. I've never heard him talk about that. If anybody's heard him talk about that, put up a 1. If you heard of that. If not, just put up anything like 3, 4, whatever. If you ever heard him doing the hair follicle test. Matter of fact, who invented the hair follicle test? And what are they finding out with that hair follicle test? It was actually a female doctor, scientist that discovered that the hair follicle test, and they have been using it. They used it on, believe it or not, they used it on Egyptian mummies, and they found, guess what? The same thing we talking about today. So this ain't no new problem. Yeah, this is not no new problem. Let me catch up with y'all because y'all way ahead of me right now. Yeah. Oh damn! Bruce said that. He told everything on it. Yeah, Bruce. And that's another thing too. Have you guys ever been around somebody? Now, this is kind of late that I'm bringing this up because I'm just reading what Bruce said. Have you guys ever been around somebody like that? I've actually been around people like this too. Because Bruce Gold says that's what the anabolic rage is all about, extending your career. But he said extending your career. They still playing late in their 30s and more. But when I thought he meant the anabolic rage is when they just go crazy. Now, somebody who's abusing a lot of steroids, one thing that seems to always happens, and you'll see them in the gym, is their whole back will be like full of pimples. And you can stop it, Ray, because my back ain't never been full of pimples. I still got my picture. I showed everybody my picture when I was like 275. I showed them all my picture. I wasn't all blemished up. My skin was, everything was still smooth. I showed everybody in here. I said, no, I wasn't. My skin was still smooth. But Ray is like the class clowns. He said, I can tell you've been bodybuilding. No, you can't tell right now. You can't tell right now. I've been doing a little bit of exercise. I'm getting back in it because I got my whole season. I'm way behind because I got to go back out there and dance. So I can't go out there and be like way out of shape like that. Anyway, but Ray trying to play. Bruce Gold said, I was in nutritional supplements business for 30 years. Oh, wow. Look at Bruce Gold. He's not the victim. He's the supplier. And listen how he cleaned it up. He said, I was in the nutritional supplement business for 30 years. Supplements tried to imitate steroids. They don't come close. No, they don't. Because steroids is like damn near instant. Their strength just start going up. I used to watch some of them guys, man. I'm like shaking my head like, damn, dude, for real, you need to do all that? I've had people like even some of the guys is on that shit and they still wasn't that strong. I used to be a lot better on the incline like this one here than I was on the regular bench. And so I had a few plates on each side. I just sat down and I was just doing them. I had this little guy, he weighed about 105 pounds behind me that was spotting me because he worked there. I just wanted him to just be there. And so I put him down. And so this little guy that's walking around, you know how they do the shoulders. He wasn't doing the cop shoulder shrug. The cops do the, and I ain't picking on cops, but y'all do that shoulder roll shit. I could imitate y'all because I watch y'all when I go to the city all the time. How y'all stand. Y'all have your hand right here. That's how y'all stand. And then y'all do that one shoulder. Derek, you ever see that? The cops do that one little shoulder thing like they got a tick. They do that one little shoulder roll shit like, they do the shoulder roll. They do that shoulder roll. They be cracking me up. Like, look at me. Oh, shit, he doing the shoulder roll. He itchy. But I'm missing my point, though. But anyway, yeah. He was doing the double shoulder roll and shit. He got underneath the weights, and he wanted the little guy that was spotting me to spot him, and he damn near killed himself trying to lift the weights that I was lifting. He almost killed himself. He couldn't get them weights up off him. The little dude couldn't lift them damn weights. I didn't have him there to lift weights. He was just there to spot, not lift the weights. And so I had to run over there and pick the weights up because I said, you want me to take some of these off? He's all, no, just leave it. I'm like, okay. All right, little big man. Left them weights on there. He damn near killed himself. I was shaking my head. I was cracking up, though. Shit was funny. I was dying like, damn, dude. Really? Just to try to show off in front of your girl, you almost got killed. Ray, you said it was a commandment? What's a commandment? A compliment. Oh, you just trying to be funny, though. That was a long time ago. Let me put it up. I don't even look at myself like that. I was just showing people that because I was showing that I look different at 275 than Fury looked like at 275. Let me see. Is it on there? Okay, there it is. This last time I ain't putting it up in the morning. So that's me at 275. And I say I look a lot different than somebody like Tyson Fury or whoever at 275. I look different than they do at 275. My stomach ain't down here. It ain't all hanging over my shorts or nothing like that. But, so, not to say nothing. It's just like, because people talk about bodies and all that. But I'm saying if you do stuff properly, then you get big properly. If you do stuff the wrong way, then you're going to get the wrong results. I can start getting you in shape in like a week or two. We can start getting in shape. Because it's not a time thing. People always think it's time. Oh, I spend so much time in the gym. No. If you knock that shit out, just knock it out. Get it done. Go rep for rep. Do one set, 30 seconds, do another set. 30 seconds, do another set. 30 seconds, do another set. Or 15. 15 seconds, 30 seconds. No more than a minute and a half at the most, and your workout will not last as long. When you drinking coffee and taking BCAAs and all that, sipping on your water bottle. That's what they do in the gym now. They got all their little pink and blue water and they drink and sitting there shaking. All they doing is the whole time they working out, they doing this, shaking the shit up. That's all they doing the whole time, and then sipping on that. And I'm like, come on, you're doing too much. But you can get big like that. I'm just saying. Yeah. But Derek Bates say salute Eagles Webb. I already got that. Then Gil Cole salute salute Eagles Webb. He yelling at me. Ray Robinson, I just said it looks like you been bodybuilding. Stop it, man. Said Gil Cole. I was never bodybuilding. I was the powerlifting is different. Bruce goes detox drinks. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, I got that. And Bruce goes at Gil Cole's and at Derek Bailey. Salute brothers and Derek Bailey right back at. He said salute at Ray Robinson and at Gil Cole's. And then somebody came in with the Greek and got clipped again. Gil Cole said Bruce goes with the 100. Ray Robinson salute at Derek Bailey. And then Derek Bailey salute at Bruce Goes Boxing Jazz and more. Bruce Goes Boxing Jazz and more. He says that's why a lot of bodybuilders shave everything to beat the test. they do a lot of the, but now I think they don't even care on bodybuilding. I think they just let them go. But they have what they call all natural. So all natural, you can't cheat. You're not as big, but you can't cheat. But regular, it's like bodybuilding, you can cheat. And I don't care if I'm putting it out there, y'all cheating. Ain't nowhere you can go from a basketball player to a bodybuilder in like a couple of years. No. Yeah, that's not happening. It takes years and years and years and years and years to get yourself built up because the muscles has to break down. You don't just get bigger, you have to break down. They're gonna get smaller first. Then once the muscles start tearing and healing, then you get bigger. Yeah. Bruce also know that road rage is bullshit there. Oh, you think that road rage is bullshit? I don't think that roid rage is bullshit. I don't think so, brother. I've been around some of them that didn't have that shit. I work with one at Bally's Fitness. I work with one at Bally's Fitness. He was a little Filipino guy. He don't know he doesn't know nothing about this show or nothing like that. Yeah, but he was a little Filipino dude, and he was huge. And all he used to just walk. You never seen him lifting weights. He was just always on the treadmill. But he used to go off sometimes. I'm like, damn, he's going off. But then what told on him? This is the sign that told on him. He was sitting down in the office. Like everybody has their own tables. All the trainers have their own tables, right? So I'm sitting at my table. Everybody's sitting at the table. And then I see out of one of his nostrils, it was just some blood coming down out of one of his nostrils. Oh man, he got a nosebleed. He's got a nosebleed from nowhere. And believe me, he was overdoing it. If you seen his family, how small his family was, he was like 3 times as big as anybody in his family. Yeah. So that rage that's real. If you Bruce Gold said the people because of those guys train and don't shower. Yeah, but you can see them sometimes. They nasty looking. Yeah. Yeah. You said what was my number one thing in powerlifting? I don't know, probably squats or something. It might be like deadlifts or something like that, but mostly like squats because I didn't do Olympic style powerlifting, so all of them were pretty good. I was pretty good at all of them. All of them were pretty close. My highest bench is like 5 something. I don't know. My highest bench was only like 5 something, but I wasn't that big though. And I was just training powerlifting. I wasn't just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't throw a lot of weight around like that. I couldn't because actually I had two vertebrae that blown in my back. But I still do what everybody else do. Even though I got my back was blown out, I still do the same thing everybody else do. But it comes back and haunts me. It used to come back and haunt me like all the time. Like it'll come back like, oh shit. Why is my leg acting like this? Yeah, because your back is blown, and you still doing everything everybody else do. Because I leave it up here, like mental. Like mental, you can still do it. If I don't like nobody to don't ever get weak mentally. It always your mind will get you up out of stuff. Like I had that problem. You guys know I had that accident, and like my foot is still kind of bothering me, but I can get rid of it. I'm not disciplined enough right now to like take a little ball and squeeze it with my feet and mess around with it. Look at D-Ray Promotions up in here. He said, Eagles Webb Boxing salute. And I'm getting to you, brother. I'm rolling down. We getting to you. We rolling down right now. Yeah, but Bruce goes everywhere. Yeah, D-Ray Promotions here. Bruce goes everywhere. Salute. Yep. Yeah, Bruce is all over the place. Bruce goes boxing, jazz, and more at D-Ray Promotions. Salute, brother. Then I finally got my salute, and then D-Ray to the homies at Derek Bailey. Yeah, you know Gil Coles is up in here, D-Ray. Bruce goes boxing, jazz, and more. He said a lot of dangers in the gym. You got to be sharp. You damn sure, Dick. You got to be sharp, especially if you're in a regular gym. If you're not in the powerlifting gym and you're trying to do powerlifting, yeah, you can get hurt up in there. You ain't got nobody to spot you. You ain't no form. The weights ain't right. The platforms ain't right. You dropping weights on regular ground and shit. I mean, there's all kinds of shit. Your shit go rolling down and damn near kill somebody. It's reckless. Those gyms are reckless now. And whatever you do, don't go and watch these videos. Because I say don't. I know you're going to go watch these videos. I'm going to tell you the name. Jim Fails. Fails. Jim Fails. You got to have a stomach for some of that shit. I've seen a guy doing squats. Oh, man. And see, here's the thing. When you're doing squats and it's too heavy, you're going to lose it and it's not capped off. Even if it is, you always want to drop that shit behind you and step. It's behind you in the first place. You're doing squats, the waist is behind you, right? You want to step out and let that shit fall this way. I seen a guy just hold it and he couldn't hold it. And the whole shit, his legs buckled and he just went straight down with it. Like it brought him straight down, knees cracking and everything, and is on his back. Like when he hit the ground. I'm like, dude, who didn't teach you how to step out from the weights? There's always, when you're doing heavy weight, you always have to have an escape route or a spotter. If you don't have a good spotter, then you got to have an escape route. That's just hard, man. To see somebody do that to themselves, man. It's like, damn, you got all that potential, but you holding up 700 pounds, dude. You can't let 700 pounds fall on you like that. Oh, okay, Bruce goes, appreciate the compliment. He said you look like a lean 12% or so. I was pretty low. For that kind of weight, if you looked at the way my body looked for that kind of weight at 275, I wasn't hanging all over the place. You know what I mean? And you got these guys that you see, and they're like, man, he coming in to fight. He's like 240. I'm like, damn, you 240? And you looking like that at 240? It's like, really? 240. Your 240 looked like a 3-something. But Derek Bailey salute at D-Ray Promotions. Yep. Appreciate it though. See, I get some people in here without the hate. Ray come in here hating. Ray a hater. Y'all just, I'm gonna turn his ass gray. Y'all can clip him. Yeah, Derek Bailey said I made the Friday picks. So still have to make my picks for Saturday at Gil Coles. Okay, you got your picks in. Who y'all got? Especially if y'all gonna show up Monday, I need y'all's picks today. So y'all throw your picks up today too. Bruce goes again. He said, "Is it the diuretics that are killing the bodybuilders?" Yeah, because see the thing, and see he brings up the point. Now we talk about it all, but see, Bruce goes brings up the good point. So the diuretic, see, this is a bodybuilder's killer right here during a competition. So they want to get rid of this, like the water, and so they get rid of the water, and that's going to tax the kidneys and everything else. So that's taxing the kidneys and the bladder. Get rid of all this water, but they really want all the water gone. Believe me, they don't want no water in their system. And what they call it drying out. So they're completely dry. The muscles, look more developed and, look more lean and all that, but you don't have no water. So guess what happens when you're out there posing with no water? You're not sweating. Especially if you're not sweating and you're posing hard, something's wrong. You need to get it cramped up. Sometimes they cramp up, or sometimes they just pass out. I'm quite sure there was been something worse than passing out on stage. I just don't want to talk about that because I'm not trying to take it to that level. But yeah, they in there. What you gonna do? One of the best supplements to take to keep yourself from having a bodybuilder heart attack or something like that is magnesium. That's one thing you do want to take is that magnesium. Yeah. So we got somebody come in. What they say? I know y'all already done clipped them. You know what? I don't even care. I'm not even gonna mention your name in here because somebody already clipped you. I hope they threw you out the stream because we was trying to have a good stream until you brought your ass in here with your stuff. Oh, D-Ray clipped you. Yeah. D-Ray took your message down. I'm not even gonna say your name. D-Ray took your message down. Bruce had to come in and swing on one of y'all, but then D-Ray got busy on somebody. Y'all should know better, man. Don't you? When you come in this chat, if you see this much blue up in this chat, it's why you starting shit. You know what I mean? Oh, D-Lo up in here too. Oh, D-Lo right there. There he is. D-Lo right there. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you still up in the ball game, Bruce. Ain't no problem. You still putting up some weight. A lot of people don't put up numbers like that. People can't put up numbers like that. They just when they spot me, they just used to just look like, okay, I'm just gonna look. I can't mess with that kind of weight. Yeah, that's good weight, brother. Good job, brother. Shout out to you. Yeah, you did good. Yeah. Which one? Which lawsuits? Because D-Ray talking about the lawsuit. Which one you talking about? Because I was going to talk about that the last show. We just kind of ran late. I couldn't really get into it. Look, and I got somebody working with me, so I'm kind. You guys, give me your thoughts. Okay, this is thoughts because I heard. So I'm looking at lawsuit, but I need you guys' thoughts. So don't give me your thoughts on this one. Don't play on this one. Don't be playing on this one. So what's y'all's take on this? All these new cryptocurrencies. What's y'all's take on them? Should I go for it or just the new ones? Because they pressing them, and I got a girl right now. She all mad. You ain't taking it serious, and she's like, trying to get my money out there. It's not going to her, but she's just trying to get me to invest. No, you need to throw a couple of thousand on this and that. I'm like, I say I don't really. I'm old school when it comes to that shit. I ain't really into that shit. But I mean, I don't know nothing about it. Because I don't know, how could you have something that's crypto? To me, it sounds like it's encrypted, or what the hell? Is it real currency? Let me see one of the coins. I'm like, I'm dumb to it. I'm not smart enough to the whole thing. Oh, database, this and all. And I'm like, I don't even know about all that shit. Because anybody can just turn the knob and say, well, make the crypto go down after we got so much money. I don't know. Yeah. But he's right though. Bruce goes. He's right about that diuretics though, because them diuretics is what. And then again, diuretics is what's getting these chemicals out of these fighters too though. That's what they use. They use the diuretics to get that shit out your system, right? See, Bruce goes say if you're an asshole, then you the same asshole. On roids, just more dangerous. Yeah, on roids. Yeah, but sometimes the roids. I mean, I'm not saying that they are. Okay, and this is now Bruce goes. He probably knows this too, though, but he just didn't want to mention it. But the reason the roids used to cause the rage is because they were not meant for man. They were meant for cattle. Okay, or horses or something else. I don't know what kind of animal. Usually, the anabolic steroids was some of them that they was using. Was for the cows. Well, not the meat, the steer. The ones that give the meat, not the. It's not like they don't give the milking cows hormones too, but that's why the rage was because of the type of shit they was taking. They're cleaner now. I don't know. Can you say clean? Oh, I can't. Clean and steroids to me don't. This just doesn't fit. Then roids give you the high blood pressure for sure. Yep. They mess your whole system up. They shut your body down. That bodybuilder lost his life. Remember the real thick bodybuilder? I forget his name. He get on there and say, yeah, you got to. He said the reason people don't get big because they don't eat. I just seen him on the thing the other day. I'm like, dude, that's not the reason you big. It's not from eating. Because sometimes people's body, it don't matter how much. Some people's body, the metabolism high, and you eat more food, you just go into the bathroom more. That's it. You ain't gaining no weight. You got to do something else. It has to be in there. But that's sad that he died, but hey, all that eating you said. But D-Lo come in here talking about, yo, he got the thumbs up. But you good, D-Lo. You didn't have to clip nobody. I got Bruce and I got D-Ray. D-Ray, they on the job right away. They like, nah. So whoever that person is, and I don't like those names when they come in with that name. That's a that's a witch's name. That's that sorcery. They got a sorcery name. Actually, both their names is kind of sorcery names. Ray said, "Don't be a clown." Ray stupid. He said, "Don't be a clown." Who being a clown? You dumb as I don't know what, boy. Yeah, D Ray. Yeah, he got the got the headphones on. All right. Derek Bailey, salute at D-Lo 404. Bruce goes again. He said, yeah. Trobots, yep. Bruce goes again, by some more. At D-Lo, and Bruce goes again. He said, that's my younger days, yep. And then D-Lo again. I can throw up 100 like it ain't nothing. There you go, D-Lo, so I can throw up that 100. You got that 100 going, D? D say, I got that 100 going, brother. Hey, come touch me. Come touch me when it come to this 100, though. Bruce goes and again. He said, Aram said, all Aram and Bud, that one. Okay, Aram and Bud. I thought y'all was talking about the cryptocurrency one or whatever that so-called they was suing Floyd for misinformation or something, misleading investors and stuff. I'm like, man, I don't trust nobody. But the Bud versus, and I was going to ask y'all about this one. Now, my question for this one that Bruce Goes brings up is, this is boxing. In this one, do you think, does Bud have enough money to sue Bob? That's my question. If anybody can answer that one, does he have enough money to sue Bob, you think? I don't know. But Ray says nothing to invest big on. D-Lo crying, but it's nothing. Ray said it is encrypted. Y'all know, but it's like, where the hell, what's the actual, it's not physical. And that's what always threw me. That's why I never invested in none of that shit, because for me, it's not physical to me. It's just a number, and it's just people playing with numbers. Does it have something to do with stocks? Did they grab some of the money out of there and they said, we're going to use the rest for some type of crypto? I don't know, man. I mess around and put $10,000 in there, and I'll just be out $10,000. Bruce goes boxing. He's back again. He said veterinarian roars are as common as human grade shit. Yep. You know what I seen that the worst, because Bruce Goes brought this up about the veterinarian. The worst one I seen is I seen a pit bull that didn't even have, that probably was like 1% fat, like 1%, and he was thick. I'm like, oh man, they done jacked that dog up, because you know they have him on them treadmills and shit too, pulling weights and everything. But this dog was just too much. I mean, he had a chest like a man's. I'm like, damn, that's way too much for a dog to have. I mean, why would you do all that to your dog? Your dog needs the fat. It's gonna kill him. He don't have no fat, none. You down to 1%, even as an animal, that type of animal down to 1%. That's not good for you. You need the fat tissues. You ain't got shit to burn. Damn, man, but people gonna do what they want to. They do what they want to. But be careful with those animals. If you know anything, if you know the name Mike Vick, just be careful with them animals. These people love their animals. They don't care about people, but they love animals. D-Lo said clean steroids. That's an oxymoron. Yeah, clean steroids. I'm like, come on. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it. Yeah, I sorry about that, D-Lo. I had to go back and get yours out there. Yeah. Okay, so Bruce Gold said he's on HRT, and I'm not really familiar with the HRT. Is that the let me see. That's the one that keeps you from degenerating, I think, if I'm not mistaken. You let me know if I'm right or wrong. He says same shit the athlete's on, but he takes a smaller dose, regulates cholesterol and okay, other functions to taper off the age. There you go. So I'm kind of right about that. Yeah, it kind of slows down certain things that happen. So that's what happened with Floyd. That Floyd illegally gave financial advice. I thought he took a group with him or something and scammed them. Because when I was reading the article, it said something about a scam. I was going to ask anybody to know. You know, I don't get into all that shit. I keep it real, but I don't get all into that. But I was going to ask somebody if they knew if they actually read the whole story on Floyd. That's why I didn't want to say nothing. I'm not going to say it if I don't know the whole story. But Ray said he just illegally gave financial advice. Could you wait a minute? That's this. I read it the first time and I didn't laugh, but that's how funny is that shit? Who's gonna take? Come on now, Floyd. Kid, Derek, give us. Derek, I would like for Derek Bailey to give us how Floyd, would get investors to listen to what he had to say. Can you imagine him giving a lecture on finances? Just think about it. This him. He giving a lecture. He's teaching somebody. Really, you can't even imagine it. It went past your imagination. Bruce Gold said, "I think Bud is worth $40 million. He got the bucks to pay the lawyer. Okay, there we go. If he got the money, let him go. But a lot of times with that litigation, it takes a lot of time, and your money do dwindle. He can get some good people behind him, but Bob is old school with that shit. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna give Bob the advantage. I'm gonna give him the nod because there's not too many times I see somebody go against the promoter and win, like win. Bob got too many ways out. I'm just saying that. So that's all I'm saying is he probably got too many ways out. D-Ray Promotion said, "How much money you need to sue Bob?" Yes, respectfully, you need some money. You need some. Hey, like I said, it's out of my hand. I'm just gonna let it go. Whatever way it go, I'm just gonna say it this way. Whatever way it go, I'm going with Bob. I'm just saying. I might want Crawford, but I'm going with Bob. D-Ray Promotion, is that lawyer worth it? You got to bring somebody in there with some butt on them. It ain't like Bob don't have nobody. D-Ray again, he said it's hell of a coin. It must be a hell of a coin, brother. D-Lo back in there. He said, I think it was more so about misleading potential investors to lying about returns. Okay, which is a type of stock manipulation. Okay, so that's what it was. So that's what it was with Floyd. Okay, so two subjects, but okay. This is a question. This is a boxing question. Boxing trivia. Derek Bailey and D-Lo. Who y'all got? Put up a A for Aram and put up a B for Bud. Who y'all got in the lawsuit? I'm gonna go in here. So we doing all kinds of shit in Eagles Wear boxing today. Y'all said, what they talking about? We talking about boxing. We just ain't on y'all. We not on the same level y'all on. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put mine up. I'm gonna see what y'all do. I want to see who y'all going with. I'm not asking who you want. I'm asking who you going with though. Because a lot of times we can want something, but we got to go with whoever we got to go with. I know who I'm going with. Because I'm looking at it. See, the way I'm looking at it like Aram ain't new. Aram is not new. So I'm going with Aram. Starts with an A, right? Not E, right? I'm going with Aram. So if y'all got Bud, put Bud. I know y'all want to choose Bud when it comes to fighting Earl and everybody else, but who do you have when it comes to this lawsuit? I got Aram. I'm sorry. Y'all might get mad at me like, oh, no, don't get. I got Aram on this one. I don't got Bud on this. Sorry, man. That old man ain't about to lose. That old man is not losing no money. And if you think Bud gonna get a W, if they settle, believe me, that's not a win. There you go. Gil Coles came back with exact what I just right before I got it out. I was on a different page. I come back and Gil Coles said Aram will settle out of court. There you go. So Aram is gonna get the W. Okay. Dino said I got Bud continuing his KO streak with Bob. There you go. He gonna get the KO. But I'm agree with my little brother on this one. I gotta go with Gil because that's what I was gonna say anyway. That was the second part. That's why I asked y'all the first part. I asked who y'all got. Y'all got Bud or y'all got Aram? I got Aram. Aram gonna win. Because when you settle out of court, you win. That means you know that. Yeah, I shortchanged you, but I'm gonna give you a couple. So I'm not going to give you as much money. You still losing, but you feel like, oh, I got a little bit of pocket. No, you lost. Let me ask you this simple question, D-Ray. So, D-Ray, if I get Say for instance that out of you've been working for me for 20, let's say 15 years. You've been working with me or working for me, and you find out that I just shorted you the money. I could have gave you more money. So let's make it a nice round figure. Let's say I shorted you out of $20 million, right? But I've been doing this with everybody. Yeah, I done got interest on it and everything because that's your money. I don't even care about it. But just in case you find out, right? What do you think is more productive with me if you found out that I stole so much money? You don't know exactly how much, but you're like, yeah, I'm gonna sue him. I'm gonna sue him for everything. But you don't have a figure, but it's 20 million, but you don't have that figure, so you're gonna take me to court and sue me, and you got to prove. You don't know how much it is, but you know you got shorted. But you got to prove. What do you think I'm gonna do? You think I'm gonna let you go to court? I can. You're probably gonna lose, but I got to spend money. I probably got to pay for my side and yours or whatever. Or at least I know I got to pay for mine. I'm like, I don't even want to spend that much money, so I'm gonna settle out of court, and so I'm gonna give D-Ray. So I give D-Ray 5. I made 5 in interest anyway, so I'm gonna give him 5. So who wins? I still win. You won because you got a little pocket. You like, yeah, we settled out of court. You happy, but I still got your 20. All you got was out of that 15 years. You feel me? The interest, I still got all the money. Basically, what I paid you was interest. I paid you on interest on money that I took from you. Bob is not going to lose. And like I said, I'm going to stick with Gil on this one. I'm going to say that shit comes down, it's going to be settled out of court. Bob ain't trying to play with you. He ain't trying to go to court with you. He got more money than you got. He can pretend like he ain't got the money. Bob got a lot of money. He been in the game since, what, the 80s? Late 70s? He been in the games. Yeah. But D-Lo said Bob lost versus Mikey. The Goosens, yeah, lost versus Ward. A settlement is an L. Yeah, settlement is an L. So yeah, it's an L. A settlement is like when you settle or you outside the court, arbitration. Arbitration can be a win sometimes. It depends on what it is. Yeah, through the arbitrate process, there could be a win, but usually a settlement that's an L. It might be you think it's an L for the person that settled, like the one that owed the money. It's not really an L from them. I'm telling you, man, they done made so much money. The settlement is nothing because they settled, but they still want all of it. Like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have settled. That's that grinchy ass type of. You feel me? So I put it this way. So Bud, I give Bud the L if it's a settlement. I give Bud the still. To me, it's an L. If they go through the court system and he win, then he get a big ups from me. He get big up for me because he took on Bob and got like, yeah. Don King lost one time, right? But put up a 1 if you think Don King ever really lost though, when it came to like settling for money. Let me know. Somebody let me know if you think Don King ever really like lost. Like, oh, he broke. Don King is still around. That's crazy, huh? How long Don King been around? Since the 70s, 60s? What, Don King is still around, y'all. He is not financially burdened at all, man. And it ain't like he used to wear some gold and everything else, man. These people. But we went from here all the way talking about that crypto stuff. But y'all don't, hey, is anybody invested? I mean, you might not want to tell your story. I don't know if you got Bitcoin or whatever you got. But is anybody, I got any big investors in here that want to try to give me a little bit of advice? I downloaded one of the apps. I got the crypto.com. I got the app, but I just haven't put all my information in. I got the app, and I'm still on that hesitant part. Like, I'm kind of hesitant because I'm trying to build my brand too, though. I got to get my store going. My store slowed down. I got to try to get that going back up. So I got to do a commercial. I got to find the right people, the right girls and guys or whatever. It's probably gonna be all girls. This commercial is probably gonna be all girls though. I didn't get the guy stuff. I'm probably keeping most of the stuff that I got for the shipment. Okay, try to get into the picks and stuff. I probably know who you guys got far as today. So you guys got Jeffrey. You guys got Jeffrey or you got Smith? Light heavyweight today. And that should be on soon. That's Sky Sports and ESPN. And then you got Nova and you got Encarnacion. Encarnacion, that's what you have. Encarnacion and Nova. That's two of the fights. So who y'all got with them? Don't try to avoid the questions to where you come in and you act like, oh no, you had nothing but winners because you didn't share them. Just tell the truth. Who y'all got? Ray said you're trying to get people in trouble. I'm not trying to get people in trouble. I just asked if anybody had. Man, I don't care. You can't give me illegal advice. All you doing is talking to me. If you're just talking to me, I'm not taking no advice from you. I'm just saying, okay, if you're invested, then you're invested. If you want to hide it, then hide it. Oh yeah, I'm invested in such and such coin. You know, lion coin. They gonna have lion coin at the way. They ain't no tell cat coin. They need to come up with a cat coin. It's illegal to give financial advice. You stupid. Ain't nobody trying to get nobody in trouble. And stop blowing up my chat. D-Ray, you got Smith. Okay, so Smith. Encarnacion Nova, anybody? Encarnacion Nova? I got one vote for Smith. Y'all don't want to share your picks? Y'all just gonna act like you're a professional, like, oh yeah, I got all the fights right. Yep. Yeah, Carl who dice. Yeah. See, have you noticed that when I asked that question? That's right, I'm rocking my old school today. But if you noticed, when I asked that question, you see how many answers I got? I got 0 answers on that. And I'm not talking about the whole crypto thing. Gil Cole's got Smith and he got Nova. Oh, you got Nova? Okay. You might go 50-50 on that one. Yeah, it might be a clown coin at the way. It might be a cat coin, dog coin, clown coin. At least Gil ain't scared. Gil put his picks up there. Rest of y'all don't even want to put your picks up there. You don't even want to put up because you want to pretend like you won 100% this weekend. You're not gonna go 100%. You just not. You ain't going 100%. So stop it. You going 50% this weekend. Nah, just kidding. Y'all might go 100. Who else we got? Who else do we got? Okay, December. Let me see. Oh yeah. We got Thurman Barrios next month though. What about Russell? That's next week. Okay, Ortiz. That's PBC though. I'm just talking about PBC. So PBC we got some KOs already. Got the Luis Ortiz KO. That was a nasty KO though. Luis Ortiz, man, when he getting in trouble fights, it just looks bad with him. If he's on the losing end or winning end or whatever, it just, I don't know. He's something else, man. But the way he had Martin, though, Martin was at Disneyland doing some other shit while Ortiz was still fighting. I'm like, I don't know. This dude was in a whole different zone. And they let that fight go on. You can't be the same after a fight like that. If they let the fight go on and you in a whole different zone, he was like, huh? He was like, yeah, I like pink. He was, oh man, that's sad. I'm telling you, brother, that's sad. He's like, oh, I like pink and orange. Pink and orange? Who are you fighting right now? You talking about pink and orange? Yeah, that's sad. We don't want to talk about the sadness of boxing. Canelo, I don't trust you still. Just to throw that out there, like always, because he damn sure. Now, one thing a lot of people think that he'll beat the Charlo, but you know what? He damn sure came up with the rebuke real quick. Like, oh no, I ain't saying nothing about him. I ain't saying nothing about fighting him. No. Wait a minute. Why? Why didn't you? You should have like brought it up anyway. You should have been like, yeah, I think I can get him. I think I'll take his ass. Hell yeah, I got him. I've been in situations like that before. Where somebody was getting hyped up. Look. See, look at Gil. We're gonna make you take that helmet down though. D-Ray said, what's the football picks? I don't know who we got. Do we got We got one. How many games we got tomorrow? We got NFC tomorrow or AFC? NFC is usually on what? On Sunday. Or at first they start off one each day, don't they? Don't they do one each? I don't even remember how they do it. They do AFC, NFC one on Saturday and one on Sunday until they get down to the end, and then they do the last two teams. They do one on Sunday and one on Saturday. I believe that's how they have the schedule. I think the Niners are supposed to play the Cowboys, though, right? But look, Gil, he said the Bucks beat the brakes off the Eagles. Where the brakes at? Eagles, where y'all's brakes at? He had to say brakes because my name is Eagle, so he had to say brakes to Eagles. But Eagles, you gonna get what you get. I know who you got. I ain't even thinking about you, Ray. Ray said, I got them boys. Yeah, San Francisco and Dallas. Okay, so D-Ray don't want to say nothing. D-Ray say, I got this paper on it. So D-Ray, you got that money on it? D-Ray said, nah, son. I got money on this one. I can't divulge that. We gonna find out when you come in here crying and stuff when you ain't got that bag. Rams been doing good though too though, but the Cards, I don't trust the Cardinals. I don't trust nothing. To be honest, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That I don't like to sound like this, but anything coming out of Arizona for some reason, because Arizona is not with the program, they're not even with the whole time zone program. I just don't see Arizona winning nothing. That's just one thing. They just can't. That's like the Bills, right? Remember the Bills? If y'all remember the old Bills team, Bills always really had like the best AFC team. But just could never get the shit done. Okay, you got the Bills in there again. Bills and Patriots. Okay, but what y'all... Somebody threw it up there. Who asked about the football picks? D-Ray Promotion said, what's the football picks? Y'all not going to pick? Just boxing? This is boxing chat. I'm trying to keep my little brother in there, man. If I talk about something else, he going to be like, what is Eagle talking about today? He going to want to go. I thought y'all's asses out soon anyway. But who y'all got as far as football? I'm going to go with the boys. I don't know. I'm going to have to go with the Rams. And I'm probably going to have to go with the Patriots. The Bills could surprise me, but I'm still probably going to just go with the Patriots because the Bills is just, I don't know, something about the Bills. I don't know if it's because it's upstate or what. I don't know. Damn, they used to be they always been good. They got star-studded teams like all the way back, man. All the way back before they had the stripe on the helmet. They always had like stars on their team. They always had like a team where they had some monsters on there. It's like they always had like the greatest running backs or something. You know, the best like offense or something like defense. They always something kills them. Defense kills them. But just I don't know. They just always folded. It's like, damn, dude, y'all folded again? Well, the trivia question: how many Super Bowl appearances did the Bills make it to? How many Super Bowls did they make it to and blew every last one of them? I'll be honest with you, is I didn't think the quarterback, I think it was Kelly, right? I don't think he was a bad quarterback. Some of my favorite quarterbacks, going all the way back. Joe Namath, yeah? For what he brought to the game. He wasn't even that great, but he's probably better at Alabama, right? But I used to like Dan Fouts. I had one of my friends that played he played ball for them. He was a quarterback. But yeah, one of my favorite quarterbacks, Peyton Manning. I used to like Peyton. I like Peyton for some of the stuff he did. But ain't nothing like New Orleans quarterback. He gone now though, huh? Man, wasn't nothing like him. He throw that ball. That ball be like. He didn't throw ducks like, remember Kaepernick? Kaepernick throw the ball. You don't know how it's coming up. That shit be all like, that shit be doing ninja moves. It's a football, but that shit be doing ninja moves towards you, like coming at you like this. Like he threw some crackers. But New Orleans, man, perfect. I mean, he just you look at the throw, the way he just released. Out of the quarterbacks now, Seattle's quarterback. How you gonna not like Wilson though? I've always liked. I mean, I like Wilson, but shit, how you gonna not like Mahomes? Talking about for young quarterbacks coming up, Mahomes like one of the best ones. A lot of these running quarterbacks that they had, they don't last, or they just get beat up. They just get beat up on. It's just because you're running too much. You can't settle your ass down. The only running quarterback that had, the one that was most exciting, had the most success to me is Mike Vick. When you talk about that, oh, here we go. Let's go back to boxing. Y'all start. Here you go, Rams at D-Ray, Rams at Cards. Okay, all the way down. Raiders at Bengals. Yeah. D-Ray said 4. Yeah. Gil Cole said Bucks about to repeat. And still. Gil said they gonna have that in steel. Hey Gil, you getting your gear already? Huh? Look, D-Ray Promotion starting some shit with Gil. He said AB is gonna be missed by the Bucks. And then Gil Coles came right back. Ain't nobody. He said nobody missing AB. And had the Greek guy comes in with the spam and got clipped that quick. You didn't last long, did you? You got your stupid ass clipped right away. Guess what? You're not on the repeat when people come back to see the show. Guess what? Your dumb ass ain't there. So why'd you waste your time to even open up the screen and bring your dumb ass here? Clip. Those are the new trolls now. Besides that one, I don't know what they said, and I didn't even try to figure out what they said because D-Ray put hands on them as soon as they got in here. D-Ray is like, no, we ain't having you. Especially you come in with the devil's name. D-Ray, yeah, the San Diego's quarterback. Yeah, that was, yeah, I loved him, man. The old school quarterbacks, some of them that can throw the shit out that ball, like Doug Williams. They used to say that Doug Williams threw too hard. He said he blow the numbers off your jersey. I'm like, shit, you're a professional. You supposed to catch that shit. And they said Vic had an arm on it too. They said he actually had like a hell of an arm on it too. Vic had an arm on it. One of my boys' favorite quarterback was Favre. They said Favre got that arm. Yeah, Faust had an arm too though. Faust. He had nothing but receivers though. He had like about 3 or 4 receivers though. Of course you're gonna get all yardage like that. Be honest, the old guy, you look at his clips and stuff, I ain't like him that much. I'm talking about Bradshaw. He was alright, but I wasn't necessarily a fan or nothing like that. But I like the ones that can like get out of trouble or just be relaxed like in the pocket and get rid of the ball or whatever. And just do their job, not be all cocky and shit. And smart. So smart quarterbacks. Peyton Manning was a smart ass quarterback. I like smart quarterbacks. Smart players. I like players that do smart shit. Shit that's gonna help your team out. Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Down, set. Yeah, changing the plays and shit on the line and just being able to think, you know. Quarterbacks, there's a lot of toss-ups, but if you switch over to running backs, Gil goes out. He said I met Doug Williams. Yeah, he's soft-spoken, man. Doug Williams, yeah. But if you switched over, like if I probably almost guaranteed if we switched over and talked about running backs, everybody be on the same page. If I say 1, 2, and if I just go 1, 2, 3, and 4 on running backs. I'm going to get, not necessarily in this order, I'm going to get Jim Brown. Y'all going to miss one. I mean, I can see like 6, 7, 8, whatever. And I'm going to tell you a person that you probably miss and they should be in there. But I know it's probably going to be Jim Brown. That's going to be one. It's going to have to be Emmitt Smith. You can't leave him out. Sorry. You probably can. It's going to be Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders is going to be in there. And you probably will leave out Eric Dixon. And you would probably leave out, what was the Rams running back? Falk. You're probably going to leave out Falk, but you're going to have Jim Brown in there, and you're going to have Barry Sanders for sure. You probably have to have Emmett for sure. You say Zeke, yeah, Zeke good, but I'm talking about all time though. I'm talking about all time. I thought Marion was gonna be there, but the Cowboys got rid of his ass though. I used to like him, man. He used to run. He was running like a beast, and they just got rid of him. And you're gonna have Brown. Look, D Ray promotions. He said Peyton, which is Walter, so don't get it mixed up. Walter Payton, not Peyton Manning. Jim Brown, Gale Sayers, and Barry Sanders, which that's a good four. But who's everybody's gonna have? Everybody's gonna have Barry Sanders out of that top four. Everybody's gonna have Barry Sanders. Out of four, how many people don't have Barry Sanders in their top four as running backs of all times? Put up a one if you don't have Barry Sanders in your top four. I can make it easy that way. If you don't have Barry Sanders in your top four, because me and D Ray we got Brown, and I was thinking about Gale said we got Brown, and we got Barry so we got those two. But usually you're gonna have to have Emmett in there somewhere, because he has to be mentioned. He got the most yardage, but people are always gonna blame his line. But go back and look at some of his runs. All of his runs wasn't because of that damn line. They line wasn't that great all the time. It's not like they won every Super Bowl. Shit, they didn't win every Super Bowl, and he kept his ass in there getting yards for other teams too. He ended his career in with the damn which calls right with Arizona. Didn't he end his career over there? So it's not like he still wasn't getting a little bit of something. So we can't use that for no excuse. Yeah, some of the shit he had to earn a lot of his shit. Yeah. Damn, D-Ray Promotion came right back. He said Harris, Earl, Tony, and Eric. There you go. That could be another four right there. He done named 8 of them. Y'all probably don't know for and I think he means you mean Franco Harris, right? He's talking about Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell used to hit you so hard that you remember that shit all the rest of your life. That's how hard Earl Campbell used to hit people. But he got blasted on too, though. I think it was Atwater. Atwater put that head on him, put his ass out. But that's a big boy though. He's like about 235, 240, and could run, and just and was waiting to helmet your ass like. There you go, and there you go, and you missing. And see, it's hard. But if you narrow it down to 4, Gil Coles came back and said Terrell Davis, yeah. Marshall Faulk. But Terrell Davis too. Terrell Davis. See, nobody even said anything about Dickerson. Because remember Dickerson he was the first man that went I think he was the first one to top OJ's record. And nobody gonna mention OJ either. OJ ended his career like kind of sudden. He had a good line, no defense. Almost every play was going to him. Pass, no matter if it was pass or pitch out or just handoff, it was going to him. And he still did some shit. You go back and look, they don't even have that many of his clips because they got mad at him because of that shit that they accused him of. But if you look at some of his clips, you'll be like, damn, this dude can run. He cutting, he's sliding on the ground, getting back up, running in the rain, and he's doing he was doing unheard of shit in the professional ranks before anybody else did it. As far as running backs, he was like running for 200 and something yards, like running for 275 in the rain or something like that, running for 220 in snow and shit like that. That's right, juice, baby. Another one too. There you go, Gil Coles again with another one. Short-lived Bo Jackson because of dislocated hip. Dislocated hip. It wasn't put back properly and fast enough. And his own power did that. It wasn't because of the tackle. His own power did that. It's like you're jumping up, and unbeknownst to you, you got 100-pound weight hanging off of one of your legs, and it pulls your leg out. It's not because of the weight. It's because of your power going up. But he was, but then again, he played baseball. He could have played baseball with the same kind of intensity, the same kind of power, same kind of intensity, baseball. Or that's crazy. He was like a super athlete. If you guys ever go back and look at Bo Jackson, he's like a super athlete. He went out to go catch a ball in center field one time, and he got the ball, and he actually ran up up a wall, like sideways on the wall, and he didn't take like one step. He took like 2, 3, 4 steps on the wall, like ran across the wall and came back down and threw the ball off. I'm like, who does that at that kind of size? Because he's weighing like 230. 230, something like that. He's in the 230, something like that, and just all that speed and athleticism and all that. Used to break baseball bats like they wasn't nothing. He'd just be walking on casually, just break a baseball bat over his head, over his knee, or just break it. I'm like, this dude, man, he's just phenomenal, man. But we got so many great. It's always hard when somebody tells you to go down to like 4. Then it's real hard. It's gonna be some kind of controversy. So we have to do the same thing we did with the fighters. How we did the fighters, we got to break it down like that. You know what I mean? Like everybody picked, like you have to pick a bigger number. Like you have to pick 12. Like say for instance quarterbacks or something, or running backs. You have to pick 12 running backs. But we got to narrow it down as a group. We got to narrow it down to like 4. That's the only way you can come up to an agreement with it, because you have the pros and cons, and who knows, we might have a different list than everybody else, because if we discuss it by doing 12 of them, because there's at least 12 great backs for sure. They named all of them in here. They named all the great backs right in here, and we might be still missing somebody, because they still threw Harris out there. I wasn't even expecting to hear Harris at all. Dickerson, because Dickerson played for the Colts first, right? I think he's with the Colts and then the Rams. So Dickerson, yeah, and I don't know. Adrian stopped playing, right? He has to be in the conversation too, right? We kind of missed him. Adrian Peterson, right? Went all the way back, because we got Gale Sayers. Went all the way back, got Gale Sayers, got Jim Brown. Had to archive those guys, take them out the archives, and bring them forward. And then somebody said Dorsett, I think. Dorsett. What about Herschel Walker? That's more college, huh? Herschel Walker probably better as college, but somebody might have an argument. But when Tony Dorsett played, they had a great back that was backing him up, right? Was it Braxton? Something like that. But yeah, so you need about 12. You got to get like about 12 of them. You gotta get like about 12, and then a lot of these other running backs, the younger running backs, their careers just weren't long enough. They wasn't long enough. The career just, and that's why you guys didn't probably see a lot of names. Or what about Thurman Thomas? And you guys probably don't see names like that, because they just didn't. The longevity wasn't there. Yeah, look at D-Ray out here saying. Ray Robinson said that OJ could drive pretty fast. That's a good one right there. I like that, D-Ray. That was a good one. He said Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen was one of the best short yardage football players ever. Short yardage, when you needed 3 yards or something, or you need to get into the end zone when you on the 1 or something, he's gonna make it. He's gonna get that damn touchdown. But Ray Robinson always saying something stupid. He like Gil. Gil does shit like that. Now I got 2 of them in here. I got Ray Robinson. He said he could drive pretty fast. Hey, but you know what? That's the whole thing. Ray Robinson is OJ didn't drive fast. They was going slow as I don't know what. Bo know how to run across the damn wall. Yeah, Bo know all that shit. Bo, yeah. You say Bo knows? Yeah, Bo know how to jump over the fence. Bo know how to run across a padded wall. Where does that shit come from? I'd have ran my ass up that wall and fell right on my damn side or something. I'd have hit my side. Running up walls and shit. You ain't supposed to show that. That's some stuff that's probably why you got hurt, because you're not supposed to show that kind of human athleticism. You're not supposed to show superhuman shit all the time to people, because people ain't ready for shit like that. You're not supposed to show that. You can always do certain stuff like LeBron. LeBron showed too much shit. LeBron is 2021. LeBron is damn near touching the top of the rim. I mean, top of the backboard to block a shot. You're not supposed to show that shit. How old is Bron now? Bron is in his 30s. You're not supposed to show that shit at 30-something. Because at 30-something in basketball, you're not supposed to be you're supposed to be able to barely go above the rim. And LeBron is still going to the damn top of the damn backboard. It just doesn't add up. It don't add up. D-Ray promotions down there. Now he done switched over to Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Ali, and who? That's it. uh, MTM. Anybody argue with that? So let's do a couple of questions before we get out of here. Does anybody argue with Is MTM is he in the top 3 when it comes to the greatest boxers of all times? Now, on top of me asking you guys that question, now for me, I was listening to an old Ali interview, and Ali was talking about what it meant to be great, and he was talking about the substance of a man. You know, he's talking about the great things that a man does, what his heart and all that does. And to me, that sold me on Ali because that made more sense. It wasn't all the stuff that he did inside the ring to make you a great champion or a great man or a great person. It wasn't about the money. And one thing that Floyd always talk about is the money and everything else. All he talks about is the money. All the money. I'm the money. I'm the greatest. I'm the best of all time and all that. And because of the money, I made more money. I done beat more champions and all that. But you didn't beat the champions that Ali beat. And I don't know, could you beat any of the champions? If you put on some weight, could you have beat any of the champions that Ali beat? Could you have beat a Frazier? Could you have beat a Foreman? Can you have even beat somebody, a Lau? Could you have beaten a Jerry Corey? Could you have beaten a Sonny Liston? With your type of style, with Sonny Liston got the 84-inch reach and all, could you? I'm just like, come on. Apples and oranges. Look at D'Lo. D'Lo back. D'Lo said Bo ran up walls, through tunnels, broke bats, and hit the ball a country mile. He was a super fast, but Deion ran him down in college. Yeah, no, he didn't run him down. No, he didn't run him down. You better go back and look at the clip. You better go back and look at him. He caught up with him. What happened to him when he caught up with him? D'Lo, tell the whole story. D'Lo telling half the story of when Deion Sanders ran up to Bo Jackson. What happened to him? What happened to him when he caught up to Bo Jackson? What happened? Yeah, but Thurman had a lengthy career, but you see nobody said anything about Thurman though. I said some of the other backs. I threw Thurman out there though, didn't I? Yeah, but Thurman played a long time. Yeah, Thurman played. But see, this is why, now you already know because we covered it already. This is why this is why nobody's going to say Thurman. They're not going to say Thurman because of what the Bills did. That's the only reason that's the only reason Thurman gets thrown like underneath the bus is because what the Bills did or did not do. That's why Thurman gets thrown underneath the bus. And I respect that choice. I respect you saying Thurman. I like Thurman a lot. But Thurman was always behind Barry Sanders. Even though he started before him in college though, right? But he was always behind Barry Sanders though. It's not like he was always behind Barry Sanders. And still, to this day, he's still going to be. Everybody, a lot of people will still tell you that Barry Sanders was the best running back of all times. D'Lo said no. With he put a no, a capitalized no. D-Ray Promotion said absolutely not, and he crying. And then, oh damn. Yeah, D-Ray said he fell off him. Y'all be on the words. Y'all just, the way y'all throw stuff out there like, oh, absolutely not. Y'all being nice though, because no and absolutely not is not that bad. Y'all could have just went crazy. Yeah, but come on, man. Are you? What's wrong? Really? Is he up there with the rest? Is he up there with him? Is he up there with? Yeah, Curtis Martin. That's a good choice. That's a good one. Curtis Martin. I'm gonna tell you one that you probably didn't ever think about. You had to go way back in the archives. He didn't even play that long. I think, yeah, the Browns. Matter of fact, he didn't even get the chance to play for the Browns. And he was a great running back. He was just a college player, but they still inducted him. They still put him as a member of the Browns. Damn, I forget his name. Night Train, right? I think it's Night Train. Lawrence McCutcheon. Another good one. Dolphins had a couple of good ones that y'all probably people don't like them, so they're not gonna mention them. What was the name? Is it Zonka? Which one is it that they keep talking about? Gil, no. Gil's down in that area. He gets to see all those the clips and all that shit. I think it was Larry. Larry or Barry? Zonka. Which one is it? Is it Zonka? Or am I wrong? Which one is it? But it's just so many of them. The guy from Washington. What's his name? Used to just run over people. Riggins. Some people might. I mean, they might put him up in the top 5. So there's people you can put up in there. There's people you can get. Definitely. But like I said, you have to be able to. Like I said, we got to put all the names together, and then we can break it down like that. Because if we don't, our list is gonna be different. So we got to take it just like that. Yeah, Larry. Okay, D-Ray said Larry. So yeah, we got to take it from there. We got to take like the. I used to know so much about sports. So I used to keep up with all this shit. I don't keep up with nothing. But yeah, so we got to take the 12. We got to take the dozen or 15, whatever we got to take, and we got to condense it down until we can get 3 or 4. Other than that, we not. Yeah, Curtis Martin. Yeah, he fell off. Sanders, Thurman, Dickerson, and Falk are some of my favorites. D-Lo said. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, man. Falk was one of my. That was really one of my favorites right there. I'm not lying. Falk for Marshall Falk. Yeah. And I like even his mannerism, man. He's just good. And matter of fact, I know we're missing a whole lot of them because I know Minnesota had great running backs too that we're missing. Detroit had other, good running backs. I'm like, once you have a Barry Sanders, there's probably not going to be any other running back that you even think about no more. If you have a Barry Sanders on the team, if you have a Walter Payton on the team, you can't, because the Bears had good running backs too. But it's just you can't think about nobody no more. It's like, nah, we had him. It's like Seattle when they got Beast Mode. It's like you're not gonna really think about, none of the other, Craigs or whoever else they had. You're not really gonna think about them once you got like a certain running back on your team. You don't think about it. Like even with Cowboys. Is probably one of the only exceptions that you still think about some of the other running backs, but not as much. But Emmitt Smith owns that shit. You see what I mean? So once you got a name like that, it's just hard. You ain't gonna forget. You just cannot. You just like, nah, that's stuck. Barry Sanders, that's it. Anybody can run like damn near at 45-degree angle and shit. I was looking at some of his runs again because I always like to replay all this stuff. I'm like, man, that boy. I mean, how did this whole team? I seen somebody dive like they was in a full open bear tackle. Like it was all legs was wide open, and it was just like that against the Cowboys. He ran into like a wall, juked his way out right away from the wall, and as he was juking, somebody was in a whole tackle mode. They feet and arms, they was out like this, and all they did was face plant, and he ran that shit in for a touchdown. I was like, oh no. They said he made 6 people miss. I think it was more like damn near the whole team. That he made miss. Yeah. D-Lo Ford back there. Yeah. He said Billy Sims was super solid. There you go. There you go. See, Roger Craig. That's what I'm saying. Should be in Hall. See, so we'll keep going through this, and it'll just be like, like I said, it's hard to come up with a 3. Now, I'm not saying that none of that these guys that we're mentioning, we're not saying that they're not Hall of Fame worthy. Because Craig, for me, should have been Hall of Fame worthy because he was on Super Bowl teams on top of that. He's had that high leg and stuff. I remember this guy I used to work with, he used to always be in the 90s, he used to always be like bragging about Craig. Oh, yeah, Craig. He talked about how Craig throw that leg up, like how he get that high step. That's old school. The high knee shit, that's old school. Now everybody's slashers, like running back this way, running back that way, trying to, make you break your ankles. Everybody's worried about breaking ankles now. You're breaking ankles, but you ain't getting no yards though. Because it's just you're not cut out the same mold. There's no more Barry Sanders type. There's no more OJ type. OJ and Barry Sanders is kind of, they're kind of close, but nobody touches Barry. And even OJ, all of them know. They know Barry. No, Barry. Adrian Peterson. There we go. Nobody mentioned Adrian Peterson. Yeah, Chuck Foreman. D-Ray said Chucky Foreman, yeah. Sean Alexander was probably Seattle's best. No, but I don't think about Sean Alexander when I think about Beast Mode. Beast Mode was just something else because the shit he used to do though. When you got some runners just like you got Peyton. Peyton put that stiff arm on. You ever see Peyton's forearms? His forearms is like that big. He put that stiff arm on you and put your ass all in the mud and shit. He used to pop you with that damn thing. Boom, hit you with that. And plus he had moves. And Peyton He wasn't no type that, I mean, he'll juke you and all that, be running on his toes and he'll hammer you with the head and everything, like, punish you and shit. He wasn't playing. Ride you with that arm. Who had the best stiff arm? We all for boxing now, we on football. Who had the best stiff arm in football, period? As a running back, who had the best stiff arm? And then we'll go. Y'all go enjoy your weekend. And we'll get back on this. Okay, D-Lo, I got to read what D-Lo got there. D-Lo said Dorsett was my first favorite running back. And I prefer him over Emmett, but both were greats. Yeah, Emmett, you can't deny great. You can't deny when the numbers are there, you can't. But see, it's just like when we talk about MTM. See, we talk about MTM. His numbers doesn't push him as far as like Emmitt Smith is undeniable because in football your numbers push you to the top. That's just hands down. In boxing, your numbers don't put, like when it comes to greatness, your numbers don't push you all the way to the top. Some sports your numbers push you to the top. Like Kareem. His numbers push him to the top because he just outscored everybody. So his numbers is already at the top. You can't, there's no denying. Wilt Chamberlain, there's no denying 100 points in the game and all that. His numbers would put him up there. You can't knock him out of the great because he still got records today. We're in 2022 and he still got records that's not going to be broke. Like for assists, rebounds, and blocks. And some of the games back there, before they did blocks, they said one time he blocked like about 20-something shots in a row. You imagine somebody blocking 20-something shots in a row? It's like, why am I even playing? This dude is he's going to block every shot. Yeah, Bo had a pretty nasty stiff arm. I'm going to put, so my favorite is, I think, is going to be Walter Payton. It'll probably be Bo. Bo will be up there at least the top 4. And also, who else? And even Marshawn Lynch. He has pretty nasty stiff arms too. Yeah. He said numbers lie, but it doesn't. That's in our mind, D-Lo. In our mind, yeah, we know that Barry probably, even Emmett know that Barry was the best for skill-wise running back. From my knowledge, I heard that this is what I hear from the coach himself, said the best football player he ever coached was Walter Payton. Walter could actually do everything. He could throw the ball too. I heard he could actually punt and kick. Walter Payton could kick, throw the ball, run, and all that shit. But two different styles. I love Walter. I probably like, to be honest, I probably like Walter Payton better than Barry, but the Barry is still like number one as far as overall skill set of excitement. But Walter, I don't know. I could watch them two head to head all day long and not get tired. I'm just being honest with you. I could watch those two all day long. I wouldn't gonna get tired of watching either one of them. Either it was a juke move or a stiff arm. I could watch them all day long, nonstop. Those two running backs, I can watch them all day. Even though they're two different styles. But Barry Sanders, you're right. So for us, sitting here, we say that the numbers lie on that, but as far as Hall of Fame and records, it's going to show Emmitt Smith is up here. That's just what it is. Jim Brown's down here now. It's just going to show what it is. That's just what it is. I don't blame Barry Sanders, though. I mean, he could have played for somebody. He should have played for the Cowboys or something. Should have dropped over there with Emmett. He's a team player and just not a selfish guy. That's all. He wanted to do it with Detroit and just never could get it done. And I don't know what was in his mind, but he's probably figured, well, I don't care. I don't really want to get it done with nobody else. Because shit, he could have went to somebody else and got it done. He could have went to another team and got that shit done. He got that Super Bowl ring and piled up some more yards. Him and Emmett on the same team would have been completely crazy. Because neither one, they both didn't have to be in the game at the same time. Wow. That would have been crazy. D-Ray said they ducked Jim Brown and Walter Payton stiff arm head. They knew what was coming. Okay. He said Wilt and Kareem, in my opinion. Yeah. But you can't touch their numbers. That's the whole thing. You might think somebody had a better skill set than Kareem, but Kareem learned that hook shot and that was over with. He had to learn that hook shot because they couldn't dunk. They took dunking away at one point. Barry Emmett all day. D-Lo said, yeah, Barry Emmett all day long. Barry Emmett, the Peyton. Like I said, we'll maybe one day we'll do that. We'll go off top. We'll go off boxing and we'll just talk. We'll bring that up again and we'll just talk. We'll just come to, and y'all just name the your top 12, and then we'll just go from there. Something like that. We'll do that one of these times. We done it before. We might as well do it again. Yeah, but you're right. They got rid of they got underneath that damn stiff arm, cause yeah. But Barry's was just more of a touch though. Barry had his stiff arm, but Barry was more of a touch. He would put your ass down with it. Now his stiff arm, his front arm, like Barry Sanders, his front arm a lot of times was for his balance. Cause sometimes you would think his ass is down, his knees wouldn't touch. He'd be this far from the ground and his knees wouldn't touch it. He'd be right back up running. He's like, oh shit. You'd be that little bastard got away from me. You'd be mad as hell. Cause you're on the highlight reel. You're on the highlight reel missing them. Oh, Barry did Emmett a solid in the record books. I feel that way. But I think he would have got beat up if he would have stayed with Detroit, though. He might have got the yards, but he would have got beat up. Bill Russell has the rings. Yeah, Bill Russell got all rings. So we talking about records, rings, and numbers and all that. So, but in boxing, we don't play that shit. It's like, no, you ain't one of the greatest. Get your ass out of here. Tyson will tell Emmett. I mean, he'll tell MTM that he's not one of the greatest. Yeah, you ain't the greatest. You couldn't have beat none of the guys, and I don't think he could have either. I don't think these guys today could beat none of the guys. I just don't. I don't see the middleweights today beating the middleweights back then when Marvin Hagler was fighting. I don't see that. I don't see even the welterweights beating the welterweights back then when Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard and them was fighting. I don't see it. They had too much to go through. Let's talk about that just real quick before we leave. If you look at the welterweight picture today, think about the champs we got today. Who would they had to go through in the welterweight division in the 80s? Who would they had to go through? For sure, that you have to go through these. There was at least 4 fighters that you had to go through no matter what. You had to go through these 4. You had to go through Roberto Duran. People might think that he's a wash and that it was easy. You had to go through Wilfred Benitez. You had to go through Sugar Ray Leonard. And you had to go through Tommy Hearns. At least those 4 that you had to go through. You was going to have to see them at one point in your career. You was going to have to see them. I can't imagine nobody's skill set holding up for all 4 of them. Not for all 4. You might make it through a couple, but I can't see your skill set, especially if you're trying to be a switch hitter or something like that, and you fighting Benitez. You wasn't going to outbox him. And we got to look at it like this, too, if Benitez had taken his career, like, really serious. Yeah, but D-Lo said they played on Pro Bowl teams together, and you would forget that Emmett was on the team. On the team. That's the same thing with OJ. You forget. Bill Russell was all world. Yeah, he got all the rings. But that's coaching in teams too, though. That's coaching and also teams. But let's get up out of here, man. But good discussion, man. We'll talk about that some more too. We'll throw a little bit of football up in there. It's football. We're gonna have to talk about it anyway because Super Bowl next month. So Super Bowl. So I hope you guys' picks come through for you, especially D-Ray. D-Ray said he got a bag on it. D-Lo. So if D-Ray come in here with a frown on his face, we know that bag disappeared, y'all. Hey, man, I lost my damn bag. Sorry, brother. We couldn't warn you. That was your money. You're a grown-ass man. Tell him that. He's a grown-ass man. He spent his money wisely. It just didn't end up being wise as he wanted it to be. Oh, man, I thought I had that in the bag. Oh, hell yeah, D-Lo. D-Lo said, in other words, pack a motherfucking lunch trying to run through the gauntlet of 80s welterweights. You damn right you better pack a damn lunch. You wasn't easily running through them cats right there, I'm telling you. D-Lo said, what is the Super Bowl? Y'all stupid. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all, yeah, welcome back to Eagles Way of Boxing on a Friday, man. The Friday wrap. We got a lot of stuff done. I don't care if we didn't cover everything that we were supposed to, but shit, I can't stay on here all damn day. I appreciate y'all coming through. All you trolls, you know what you get when you come up in here. But what we get all the time when we come up here in Eagles Way of Boxing, the thing that my chat that we get is nothing but blessings. Oh yeah, you know we're gonna be back at it, man. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.